In a stunning escalation of Nigeria's anti-corruption drive, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (Efcc) has placed former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, under detention. The move, confirmed late Tuesday, December 9, 2025, stems from his failure to meet stringent bail conditions following an initial invitation for questioning. As of Wednesday morning, Malami remains in custody at the Efcc headquarters in Abuja, marking his second night behind bars. This development has sent shockwaves through political circles, reigniting scrutiny over the handling of billions in recovered loot and shadowy financial dealings during the Buhari administration. Efcc sources describe the probe as a high-priority national security case, encompassing up to 18 offenses, including money laundering, abuse of office, and, most alarmingly, terrorism financing. Investigators are dissecting alleged links to terror networks, flagged by the Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, and international partners, alongside the operation of suspicious bank accounts. Malami, who served from 2015 to 2023, has been summoned daily throughout December for interrogation, but his inability to satisfy bail, reportedly involving sureties and document verification, has prolonged his stay. The sudden N10 billion wealth in Kebbi, a trail of suspicion. At the heart of the corruption allegations is an enigmatic N10 billion, approximately $6 million at current rates, investment funneled into private accounts linked to Malami's associates in Kebbi State, his political home base. Efcc investigators are probing what they term his sudden wealth, questioning the origins of these funds amid claims they may stem from diverted public resources or illicit gains. Sources indicate the money was channeled into real estate and other ventures, raising red flags about conflicts of interest during Malami's tenure, when he oversaw high-stakes federal disbursements. One Efcc official noted, his sudden investment of N10 billion in Kebbi State is under investigation, highlighting discrepancies in financial trails that suggest possible laundering through proxies. This comes alongside scrutiny of controversial judgment debt payments Malami approved, which critics have long alleged masked personal enrichment. The probe may extend to one of Malami's wives, reportedly tied to N4 billion in anchor borrowers program funds from the Central Bank of Nigeria, agricultural loans intended for farmers but allegedly misdirected. The vanishing $322 million Abacha loot, a legacy of mismanagement? Compounding the charges is the alleged mishandling of recovered Abacha-era loot, infamous for siphoning billions from Nigeria's coffers in the 1990s under General Sani Abacha. Under Malami's watch, approximately $344 million was repatriated between 2016 and 2022, including a pivotal $322 million tranche from Switzerland and £22 million, about $28 million, from Jersey in the UK. Yet, investigators now claim portions remain unaccounted for, with fresh discrepancies pointing to potential diversion into private hands rather than federal coffers. We have detained him over the whereabouts of Abacha loot recovered from Switzerland and the island of Jersey, an Efcc source revealed, emphasizing that Malami must explain the fate of these assets, which were meant for infrastructure and poverty alleviation per presidential directives. Past reports have accused Malami of opaque asset sales and unauthorized transfers of forfeited properties worth billions, fueling suspicions that recovered funds were recycled into elite pockets. The total Abacha recoveries exceed $5 billion globally, but Nigeria. Why now? Political motivations or long overdue justice? The timing has sparked debate. Malami's recent declaration of intent to run for Kebbi State Governor under the All Progressives Congress, APC, has led some to cry political sabotage. On X, formerly Twitter, users like Adagono questioned if the detention would have occurred without his electoral ambitions, echoing sentiments of selective justice in Nigeria's graft wars. Others, including human rights advocates, demand impartiality, warning against weaponizing agencies like the Efcc. Malami, in a defiant X statement prior to detention, dismissed the claims as fabricated and politically motivated smears. He touted his reforms in anti-money laundering, AML, and counter-terrorism financing, including Nigeria's exit from the Financial Action Task Force, FATF grey list, as proof of his integrity. My public record stands in direct contradiction to any insinuation of complicity, he asserted, denying any prior invitations or probes by security agencies. He argued that vague business links cited in leaks do not equate to evidence, labeling them guilt by association. Yet, EFCC insiders counter that the investigation builds on years of intelligence, accelerated by new leads from international repatriations and NFIU alerts. The offenses against him are many. We keep uncovering some of the deals as we investigate, one source said, underscoring the probe's breadth. As of now, no charges have been filed, but analysts predict arraignment could follow if bail remains unmet. This saga underscores Nigeria's enduring battle against elite impunity, where recovered billions often vanish into bureaucratic black holes. With Malami's detention, the nation watches closely. Will this yield accountability, or dissolve into partisan theater? Updates are expected as interrogations continue.